Hello, and thank you for watching this short video tutorial which demonstrates the email campaign plugin in Xeams. There are two benefits of using this plugin. First, you can send emails to unlimited recipients by composing a single message. Second, Xeams will display the performance of your email campaigns. For instance, you will know how many recipients successfully received the message, viewed it, replied to your email, and clicked on the hyperlinks that were in the email. I will talk about both of these benefits in this video. Creating an email campaign is a two-step process. First, specify a list of recipients by uploading a list or selecting a previously uploaded list. Then, compose a single email that is sent to every recipient. Let's get started and see how this works in Xeams. I click the outbound email campaign link under the Available Plugins screen. Email campaigns are identified by a friendly name. I specify that here. I also fill out the sender's name and email. Next, I specify how I will upload the recipients. This can be done by uploading a file in CSV format or by pasting the data from the clipboard. Since this is my first time creating a campaign, I cannot select a previously created recipient list. Next time, I will see an additional option here allowing me to choose a pre-existing list. There are two ways to compose emails. I can use this web interface or send an email using my normal email client. In this example, I will use the web interface. The next page prompts me to upload a file. This file must be in CSV format. The first row must contain field headers. The first column must contain the recipient's email address. The remaining columns are optional, but can be used as placeholders in the email. For example, I can use a placeholder for the recipient's first name here, and the system will replace this value when generating emails. I already have a file created with sample data, and that's what I will upload. This sample file has 4 columns. The first contains the recipient's email address, which is a required field. The second column contains the recipient's first name. The third column contains the recipient's last name, and the last column contains a dollar amount representing the outstanding amount they owe. For this demonstration, I am sending emails to folks who have not paid their monthly dues, and therefore the message contains a dollar amount. The following page displays a summary of the recipients. The system will automatically flag invalid addresses and report them as errors. This includes invalid email addresses, duplicates, or those who have unsubscribed from your mailing list. I can click here to view these errors. Additionally, I see the names of the variables as well as a few lines of sample data. Finally, I assign a name to this uploaded data. This allows me to identify this list if I want to use it in the future. The following screen allows me to configure a few options regarding my campaign. When this box is checked, Xeams will provide additional tracking for these emails. It will show you users who viewed, replied to, or clicked any links within the email. When this box is checked, recipients will be able to unsubscribe from your mailing list. Xeams will keep track of unsubscribed users and will exclude them from further receiving emails from you. Next, I can specify a throttling value. When sending thousands of emails, it is essential not to send them all at once, as the receiving end may perceive this as an attack and block your IP address. Note that as you change the value in this field, this tip will get updated with an approximate delivery time for the campaign. Finally, I specify an email template to use for this campaign, which defines the appearance of the final message. You can create as many templates as you need. Please refer to our website for instructions on creating email templates. A preview of these templates is displayed towards the bottom as I change this value. Once satisfied, I click the Proceed button. The next screen allows me to compose my email. I enter a subject here. I paste the message body in this area. Notice the use of variables, which act as placeholders. Values for these variables will be replaced with actual data before sending the messages out. If I put any hyperlinks in this message, Xeams will be able to track when the recipients click them. Next, I click the Proceed button, which takes me to a summary screen. If everything appears correct here, I click the Start Sending button. Now, I am going to create another campaign but won't compose the email using this web interface. Instead, I will use my normal email client to write it. I create a new campaign and specify the initial parameters. Notice that since I already have uploaded the recipients list previously, I now see an additional option, and that's what I am going to select. Additionally, I will choose the Use Email Client option for composing a message. I select a previously uploaded recipients list from the next screen. If needed, I can download or remove existing lists from this screen as well. The next screen is similar to what I saw earlier. This time, I will select a different template and click the Proceed button. The final screen displays a set of instructions. Since I will use an email client to compose my message, this screen shows the sender's and recipient's addresses. Similar to my first message, I can include variables in my email that will be replaced with actual values before the message is sent. Here is an email that I composed using a desktop email client. Note that I could have used any client, such as one on mobile devices or a web-based client. As long as the composed email is routed through this Xeams and the recipient's address is correctly specified, emails will be distributed to every address in this campaign. To view the performance, I go back to Plugins and click the Manage button for the outbound email campaign. The following page lists my campaigns in reverse chronological order. Towards the bottom of every campaign, I see the total number against each category. Additionally, I can download the data for further analysis. For example, clicking the download arrow for NDRs will download a file listing recipients that resulted in a non-delivery report. Although most of the categories on this page are self-explanatory, I would like to discuss the distinction between auto-replies and replies. Auto-replies are emails generated by the recipient's system, such as an out-of-office reply or a message confirming receipt of your email. Replies, on the other hand, are emails that are composed by the user. That concludes this short video on using the email campaign plugin in Xeams. Please check our website for other tutorials and videos.